All right, party people, Andy Drifter here with a PSA returns video. These are all autograph authentications. The cards itself were not graded. 4 of them came back legit. 1 did not. We'll talk more about that when we come to it. Starting off with this rookie card auto of Ryan Mountcastle of the Orioles. This year he is batting .276, 13 home runs. Had the pleasure of meeting him 2 years ago. It was in 2021 where he mashed 33 home runs. That was an Orioles rookie record. It still is. His power numbers have dwindled since that year. However, it looks like this year he will set career bests in hits, RBI, doubles, runs scored. So, it's not always all about home runs. That being said, the Orioles, they have plenty of home run hitters in that lineup. But yeah, that is the first card I have to share with you. The autograph came out beautifully when he signed it, and being that I got it in person, it should come back legit. First one, Ryan Mountcastle. We are just 37 days away from the start of this year's NFL season. You are looking at a 2021 Donruss auto from Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert. This was obtained in person 2 years ago at the Philly show. According to Pro Football Focus, he was the 6th best tight end of last year. Perhaps this year he will crack that top 5 category. The Eagles, they started off strong last season, and then they collapsed in the final third. So they have some redeeming to do. But yeah, that is the second auto that I have to share with you. Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert. He's about to enter his 7th year in the NFL. And so far, he has collected almost 3,600 yards in the air. Third card up, according to PSA, was a dud. Well, they call it questionable. Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, and Super Bowl champ Kurt Warner. This was one that I was really looking forward to getting slabbed. I bought this at a show. The elderly man who sold it to me swore up and down that it was legit. I only paid $20 for it. Prior to buying it, I glanced at some of his other autos, and it looked like a spot-on match, but PSA thought differently. So this is one of those things, lesson learned. Never buy an auto unless it is certified by one of the big dogs. But yeah. Third card, Kurt Warner. Still a great looking auto. Maybe I'll resubmit it again. I don't see what purpose that would serve. Maybe I'll just hang on to it or give it away. Switching back to baseball, 2 years ago, I had the pleasure of meeting Gold Glove winner Nico Hoerner in Chicago. Going over to my short section, there is footage of that autograph signing, along with all the other in-person autograph signings that I mentioned, minus the Kurt Warner. Now, last year, he set a career high in hits, 175 of them. Batting average was in the 280s. This year, his stats are down. Along with the rest of the team, they have not been doing much at the plate. That being said, they have been playing a little bit better since the All-Star break. They are 6 or 7 games under 500, 11 games out of the division lead, but they are not that far off from that last wild card spot. So who knows, Hoerner and the Cubs, they could get hot at the right time and grab one of those wild card spots. But that is the fourth card I have to share with you. Gold Glove winner, Nico Hoerner. The last card that I got to share with you is hands down my favorite, John Kruk. Probably not a big deal outside of Philly, but to us Philly fans, man, he was something special. Big fat guy, but man, he could absolutely rake. He finished with a batting average of 300 on the nose, 100 career home runs, 3-time All-Star, and a bit of an actor as well. When I got this autograph in person at the Philly show last year, I was one of the last people in line. I had the chance to chit-chat with him just for a few minutes. And I talked about his performance in The Fan, and I asked him, between De Niro, Wesley Snipes, and Benicio del Toro, who did you have the best rapport with out of that cast? And without a doubt, he said Benicio del Toro. Del Toro is a big baseball guy. Now, at the time, The Fan came out in 1995. He wasn't really a household name. I don't think he ever got his just due as an actor. Benicio del Toro, to me, is a national treasure, as is John Kruk. But yeah, he said Del Toro was a super nice guy, hung out with all the extras. And, he had a funny story about De Niro. There was a scene at the end of the movie where De Niro did a criminal act, and he was tackled by the entire team. Now, of course, they're acting, but they got to make it look somewhat realistic. De Niro is not that big of a guy. I'd say he's somewhere between 5'8", 5'10", and he did a lot of moaning and groaning and huffed and puffed off the set after that fake tackle and threatened to leave the movie, but obviously he regained his composure and finish the film. And it turned out to be a good one. The Fan, if you haven't checked it out, it's a good action movie. And if you're a baseball fan, that's just icing on the cake. And that is it for this PSA returns video. I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. I got more rips and scratch-offs on the way later on.